to Tanhill sheep show for the year 1990 started at the Crown Hotel, Middlesmoor, with a breakfast before we set off. Now, the main reason I took this camera to record some of the events that happened that day was to try and keep me sober because of valuable equipment that I took with me. The lads there are getting ready before they set off on their all-terrain vehicles, and as I say, the landlord at the pub, Mr. John Carver, in full spirits before we start, and Josephine in fine fettle. It might seem like a tape of Josephine, but she always part of the spirit. And there's Bill Spencer with his designer jeans. Now we're waiting in the Shara, call it what you may, for Tony to arrive. And again, designer jeans were up to the fore. Sunday best was not the order of the day, but it was all becoming quite apparent that the day was going to be fine. Tony arrives with his licence, we hope, inquired about petrol. We hadn't gone far before we met a delay. As you can see, we're going up on the Moor Road over to Massam, and still in sight of Middlesmoor. We couldn't have a caravan block our progress when somebody was not used to the sort of hills that we have around the upper dale of Nidderdale. Jo giving her expert advice with the very apt footwear for the day, and got a thinking cap on of how to get this obstruction out of the way so as we could continue. The landlord, tugging away, stands back. Now we all look round, see whether it'll go through the gate hole or not, and without Joe's help we would have not got it there. Yeah, I think it'll go in, yes. As long as it gets out of the way, that's all we're bothered about. I think that's what Joe said, but I'm not absolutely sure. Excuse his commentary, I'm not used to doing it actually, but Evan was a big help because he had a medical problem, but that was neither here nor there. We arrived at the King's Arms at Reeth for refreshment, because it was a long journey, but there again, with Tony's driving, he did make it seem a lot longer. That's not being fair to Tony. In actual fact, he did very well on the day. We get the usual reaction from the landlord. Having spent a nice replenishing time in there, again Joe still stood upright and keep that camera off me. Sorry about that, Joe. But from there we loaded all back into the vehicle. We shouldn't call it that. It had to be parked on a hill because it wouldn't start. That's why it's on the slope. It wasn't because we were on the slope. As I say, we'd only had a small refreshment. It will go, and we'll get there sometime. We arrived at Muka, Tony in the process of trying to find a hill in which to park the van. At the Farmer's Arms again, couldn't stop too long as Tony had to supplement the band at our destination of Tanhill. The ATV lads arrive, and again more replenishment of the liquid kind. From here, having been suitably quenched our thirst, we then proceeded to arrive at Tanhill. As I say, I took this camera just to have a stopper on my drinking, and I think it was well worthwhile. Josephine took the advice of some not to go hungry all day, and one of the local tradesmen happened to be delivering, and Joe thought it a good idea to get some form of food, which was a good idea, I take it, but anyway, we'll leave it to your imagination. But as I say, I had a wonderful day, and I say again, this is a stupid commentary, but I thought I had to say something to make excuses for perhaps what could have been a disastrous day for me if I hadn't taken a video. And thank you for listening.
Sorry. Sorry.
Have you got a number in your... Yeah. Ben? Have you got a number in your agency? That's right. Has he got the couch out? You've got ratings out there.
And I've been on to his leg. I mean, have you seen out like that?
Just don't take bloody photos.
I'm not taking photos.
It's alright.
Well, my sister and I both had to wear our very high instrument. And I wore a corset for 2.5 years. Last year I took the corset off. I wore these boots, on the moor, family, just watching the lot. And do you know
Oh yeah.
She hasn't been flashing boobs, has she?
Well, we were short of seatbelts.
You know I'm bloody copyright here.
I wouldn't copy you to start with. Are you supposed to be at work then?
Yeah, that's what it was for the...
If you're supposed to be at work, I'll get you. You tell us out. Who's your rate?
You're right, are you?
Oh dear!
Okay, easy to win.
We must get a tambourine and drums for that.
What is it?
Oh, no problem.
What did they go weekend? They went
Looking at.
Oh, smart badge.
You don't know what his
Badge. No,
He thinks that's your petticoat stuck out at top.
Oh, the could do.
tell us how
The could do.
He will.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's smashing, is that?
Have you finished?
Have you done?
Have you done?
Start it up. Start it up, then. Look. Get chocolate glazing.
Get to the window.
Well, it moved. There must be a draft. There's a draft. There's Alpine double glazing. Action! Stones!
Sorry. You know, I see who it is. Please.
back here somewhere. I don't think I was out of it.
There, I'll take it home with me. Go on.
Let's have a banty hunt.
Looks fun, innit?
Yeah.
Do you want to buy 10 banties, Christine?
Where's banties?
Well, if it comes up to the top there, then.
There's a big cock there.
Have you got a problem, Neil? There must be a brazier pipe blowing.
Have you a problem? It's blowing island.
No problem.
Your trousers out. Now that. So check this.
Mm.
Not these with these. Marching about, king of everything, isn't it? Right now.
Right.
You've overfilled
You've
it
overfilled
by
it.
a lot, and that's what it's done. It's throwing excess out. So you've not to worry about.
Well, I'd rather have it overfull than that.
I know, but it just throws it out. You're doing harm more than good mail.
What?
By overfilling. So it puts compression.
David said I had to. But keep talking because sound's better than picture.
It's not catching us on sound as well, is it?
Is it the Highland Range Rover as well? Does that belong to you? Well, that looks good and all. With pipe pots.
Wish it did.
Hey up! Nay. Yeah. Oh, can see thee laughing. I can see you. These lasses down here. They're all smoking their ears off. They know it'll blow away up here.
Let's go.
Don't take no notice of me, Jack. I'm not.
We've lost Lingley Breed's gone nearly, has it? Blue leg didn't. I don't believe you. Steve's
Robert driver, there is his name. We're swapping it tomorrow.
Haven't you got any stills, is that? You still there, right?
You can't get it to still switches. We need box keys because they're on top of axles. How did they ask for this
Got
I was thinking that was going on up here, aren't there? My mate, you kick that job. St. Paddy
That's a beautiful song.
Big bud.
Hey, kid!
Hey, kid!
Is it illegal?
I am going to... Hey, you're fine!
Go the pigs again, right? Hey,
Shut up, bloody woman!
Single razorback, 10 points.
10 points, 10 points. I've got to do one.
Yes, it is.
I don't think he's a fella. I'm going wrong. 15 points. Right, is it? I said 15. I will pass the pig, and I'm on 15.
Pass the pigs, book that down. You guys are just doing something. Get a bit of a lead.
1 point, both, no dots. That's 1 point. What's the pig, man? 2 dots, 1 point. Pass the pig up. And the winner is 16 with Frank.
You're on 7 at the moment.
Where are you from?
Pig down.
Pig down. Oh, hold on. Now is this on table or off table?
No, it's on table. Yeah, on table.
Well, look, we've got to...
Townsend's more on the table or not?
Now then,
Yeah, well, you got to go like this, you see. It's a Monday, you go.
31 plus is doing is 25 feet past the pig off road.
No, 35.
35, yeah.
No, here. Never mind. Oh, well, you lose on
20th, I think.
35. 20. That's a snout down. That's a
It's 10 points. Did you get that, Jim?
Ah, it's bad now. No,
Stop touching. No, it can't be touching.
No, it's 10 points now. 10 points now.
It's now to put the razorback. 15 points.
Now, hold on. Now then, lads.
Hey, how about your mug stamp? Have you got...
Hey, lads. Hey, hold on. Hey, lads, here, be quiet. Are you all watching now? Are you all watching? Hey, lads, hey, come on. Everyone's attention here now, right? Now then, that is snouted. This here, that one is leaning jowler. This is a leaning jowler. Are you all listening? That is worth 50 points. 50? Now, it is worth 50 points. If you snouter like that, I'll show you the difference on how to a leaning jowler. Now, that stands you at 25 points on its own. You get 2 of them, you're 50 points.
Makes a hole. What about a leading jowler and a stamp? Well, I've just done that. Yeah, but it's 50 points down there. That's a leading jowler.
25 and 10.
25. Ah, she'll think again when I come.
Right, try master. Make sure that's out.
No. Well, that will drop there. Single razorback. I played at least a month. No one of the pigs on its back. The other one. Single I'm really looking at this town.
Very much down, Jim.
Double razorback.
About 20 points. That's why she's full. That's 100 wins it.